Hello Gemini, what's up? Welcome back. We will be doing your 2022 horoscope reading. I have a 12 houses tarot spread ready for you. So we're going to see what the year of 2022 is going to bring to you. And we're going to check it by the houses. So we will be doing a little bit of astrology with tarot. So very excited for this spread. I've heard a lot of good comments from the previous videos, so I hope that you like it as well. If you do, press the like button and I'll make sure to make this type of reading a couple of times in the year because it's quite an intense reading, but it has a lot of information in it. So I am very curious to see what you will be going through in the year of 2022. What are the messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What are the messages for Gemini, please? Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, let's go. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So in your first house of Aries, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. In your second house of Taurus, we've got the Queen of Swords for you. That's your energy. Okay, now this is going to get really interesting because yesterday when I recorded this video, I forgot to turn on the mic and it just got vanished. And I remember that you had the Two of Swords in your own element in the third house and you have it again. So Spirit is definitely here trying to guide the same exact message for you. So thank you, Spirit, for that. In your fourth house, we've got the Eight of Cups. In your fifth house, we have the Nine of Pentacles of Leo. In your sixth house of Virgo, we have the Nine of Cups coming through. In your seventh house of relationships, we have the Death card. All right. In your eighth house of Scorpio, we have the Page of Wands. The same message came through for Sagittarius and Virgo, and I believe another sign as well. So a lot of people are having the Page of Wands in the eighth house. Also very interesting to see. In your ninth house of Sagittarius, you have the Hangman coming through. 10th house of Capricorn, we have the Seven of Wands. In your 11th house is the Four of Cups, and in your 12th house we have the Queen of Cups in a Pisces energy. So very interesting to know that a lot of people are going through a lot of ups and downs when it comes to their 11th house of friends and society and groups of people in regards to how they view the future. There's a lot of turbulence energy that wants to come through in regards to 2022. I believe that has to do with what we've already been through in 2020 and 21. So it's really giving me this feeling that you do not have like the best outlook sometimes when it comes to the future, that you feel a little bit bored, maybe with some type of restrictions that are going on in your life or in your country, whatever the case is. So there is a lot of discontentment that is going on. Perhaps for some of you, you're not able to frequently meet with your friends, or you're not getting in touch with a lot of different type of people, so like social wise, not able to go out or just meet different groups of people. That's what I want to say before we move into the whole spread. I just wanted to get that out there. We have the Six of Cups in your overall energy. So this is all about reconciliation, the past, and all about soulmates actually. And we have the King of Pentacles. So it does feel like there is someone there is someone that's going to come into your life though, even though I feel having this overlook of your reading, it does feel like some type of relationship or a karmic relationship is about to come to an end for you. All right. And this may have been something that has been dragged out for a very long time. This is only for those who have the feeling that there is no communication, or there has not been any communication coming into the year of 2022. And that could be like this reality check that relationship might be over for some of you. For others of you, I do see that there is some new type of energy that's going to come in. Someone that's very grounded, someone that's very responsible, someone that is very achieveful is what I'm hearing Spirit say, like someone that has achieved a lot, someone that has a lot of success built up. For others of you, this might be also you going towards your success and wanting to have a more stable career is what I'm picking up on, or stable, like financially you're getting more stability in your life. But for majority of you, with the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles, there's definitely some type of past relationship or past connection that is going to be re-entering your life. And it might not be the person that you were having on your mind, because I feel like for that, the Death card here in your house of relationship is definitely indicating that there is a huge shift that's about to happen. For some of you, that could be indicating some type of marriage that's coming to an end, and that will only come to an end because you already know that you do not want to proceed forward, or you're just not happy with the situation at hand. All right, so now we're starting with the reading. All right, so we have the first house, Aries. This is all about yourself, the way that you look towards the future, the way that you come across to people, the way that you passionately motivated go after your desires. Hold on, let me just, sorry guys, just didn't want to blind you. I was so in the reading that I couldn't focus on the camera. But anyway, the first house of Aries, we have your self-awareness, the way that you perceive the world, the way that you come across, and what you are desiring passionately. And you have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is talking about wanting to have new beginnings, new roots, new seeds that you want to plant. All right, you have a financial outlook of life, and I do feel like a lot of people in your surrounding will be seeing you as someone that is very much focused on new beginnings, new foundations, perhaps even new relationships. But when it comes to how you want to come across, I do see that a lot of people will be looking at you as someone that is after the money, or that is wanting to succeed, wanting to get something off the ground. So there might be a project that you are working on, and it's about to take off in the year of 2022 for you. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, you come across as well as someone that knows her value or his value, knows all about self-worth and value, and is feeling like, I feel like a lot of respect is what you are going to be receiving from a lot of people in your surrounding with this Ace of Pentacles coming through. All right, like for others of you, this is really saying you're really all about the Benjamins. All right, that's really what this year is going to be about for you. A lot of people are going to see you like that, like, okay, don't mess with a Gemini. This person is not really into relationships at this point because they really want to focus on their career. So this is definitely what I'm seeing, how you're going to be developing yourself in your own life. Now we have the second house, and I'm seeing that I'm getting now too dark, like, but whatever. Just listen to the voice, okay? So we got the second house. We got Taurus. This is your finances. Just hold on. Sorry guys, just a little bit of adjustment. So in your second house of finances, we have the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like you are quite in your element. You know exactly what it is that you want, what you want to purchase, where you want to invest your time and energy, and even your money in. I feel like you're going to be quite... I do feel like you're not going to be like the overspender. Like, I feel like there's an energy of like wanting to save a lot, wanting to really think twice about everything that you want to purchase. If it does not add any value to your life, or it's something that you already have in your life, you're just like, no, I don't need it. I don't want it. I need to be smart. I need to act smart. I need to think about my investments in life. I need to really think things through before I jump into it. So quite a very determined energy where you just know what is worth to invest in. So I do get a lot of you are in this mood of how do I say that, like analyzing your finances is what I'm hearing. Like, you're definitely going to sit down, write off like what you are spending the most money on and what you can cut off on. Not really into a lot of luxury. So I do feel like it's all going to be like a mental decision, like not like, oh, I really need this, I'm going to get it because I feel a little bit bored. No, you're just really smart enough when it comes to your finances is really what I'm picking up on. So I do really like this Queen of Swords energy coming in your second house of your material assets. All right, maybe even making like a strict plan when it comes to your finances, where you how you want to invest your money, where you can save a little bit more on. So that's very good for you. So again, in your third house, and the same card came through in your reading yesterday, we have the Two of Swords. So when it comes to your communication, your speech, your thought process, there is still this back and forth type of energy mentally, right? So you're definitely constantly in this energy of like, should I do it or should I not do it? Should I buy this or should I not buy it? Should I talk to this person or should I just, keep my distance a little bit? So there's a lot of like back and forth type of energy where you're not really sure if you want to express your inner thoughts, express your what you are thinking or even what you are feeling, right? When it comes to social media, you might be even taking like a break from it because you're just like, okay, I cannot be bothered right now. I need to really think about how to prioritize my mind, prioritize my headspace. So mentally, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of like push and pull, back and forth type of energy where you really need to clear up your mind, clear up your mind space, and really ground yourself so that you are sure that the decisions that you make in life are definitely going to bring you fulfillment as well as security. Because I feel like your whole reading is all about like what will give me stability and security. That's the type of theme that I'm picking up in your energy, all right? And you might be definitely also blocking some people when it comes to communicating, right? Like I feel like definitely within the 11th house, connecting in the 11th house with the third house is definitely telling me that there are people in your surrounding that you don't feel very comfortable. You don't feel that they really understand you emotionally. You're not able to really express yourself. So when it comes to these type of people that rather reject you or that rather downgrade your thoughts or downgrade your mind or feelings, you're going to block these people because you do not want these people to blur your own vision and blur your own perception, all right? Because there could be a lot of confusion that wants to come through. All right. So within the fourth house, which is the house of Cancer, and it's all about your roots, your stability, your home life, as well as your, I wanted to say your children. It's all about your self-care and your emotional well-being and the way that you will be kind of like withdrawing yourself. We have the Eight of Cups, which is all about withdrawing and going within. For some of you, you might be even leaving a parental space or parental house. For some of you, you might be wanting to leave a living situation, even if you're living alone, or could be even in a relationship, right? Because we do see the Death card in your seventh house. Wanting to explore more, wanting to see if there is more out there, feeling like emotionally you're not quite fulfilled wherever you are. And this might be a whole new journey that you are being called to go, but it may take some time for you to leave that shelter, to leave your safe spot, all right? But I do see some type of departure. For some of you, being outside of the home is going to be much more fulfilling for you because maybe you spend a lot of time at home already and you feel like you need to get out there, like your soul is really pulling you to be out in the world rather than inside. So some of you are a little bit sick and tired of that cycle of being inside and the repetitive energy. So you really want to spend a lot of time outside, all right, to actually release emotions. So perhaps within your home situation, you're not really able to release all the emotions. And when you're outside, it could be outside in nature, it could be outside in another country or on a trip, you feel the need to really release all the emotions and leave it there and then go back home. So that could be also a sign or an advice for some of you to really cope with your emotions by releasing them, preferably near the water. Cancer is a water energy as well. So dealing with emotional release and water release could be definitely very helpful for you to detach and leave all baggages behind for you, okay? So yeah, 8th house, departures. Now, in your 5th house, now it all makes sense, right? The whole reading just makes sense because your 5th house of Leo is all about romance, love, passion, any type of affairs that you have, and being playful and joyful, right? And even the children. But you have the 9 of Pentacles. So when it comes to your love life, you prefer to be single. You prefer to enjoy yourself and to not be dependent on anyone else. You're really going to be looking fine, like fly is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Whether you are masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. You're really going to be all about your looks. You're really going to be all about your appearance. Like when you enter a room, everyone is going to be noticing you with this 9 of Pentacles in your 5th house, and you will be attracting a lot of attention. But I don't feel like you are going to be easily targeted or catched by anyone, but you are going to be a catch for a lot of people because they are going to see that you really have a lot of confidence within yourself, all right, with this 9 of Pentacles. So when it comes to exploring your own needs or your own passions, you're going to be on a solo ride for the majority of you because you really want to go wherever you want to go, experience the things that you want to experience, and really enjoy the fruits of your own labor here, all right? And you're going to be quite confident with being single and being out there, as well as you will be receiving a lot of attention from a lot of people. But it will be taking them a lot of effort to actually get you to date, or even if you date, you will be very distant with them, as in, like, you know, I got my own stuff, I got things to do, I got my own worries, or I got my own little things in my life. So you're not going to be all over your dates is what I'm picking up on as well. And it could be because you just recently got out of a relationship. I do feel like for those who I'm reading for, this is definitely for those who just recently got out of a relationship, or they're in the middle or the process of ending a long-term commitment or a marriage in their life. That could have been a karmic relationship, okay? Now we have the 6th house, Virgo. We have the 9 of Cups. So I do feel like you're going to be very satisfied with the way that you work, if it is at home or at work, whatever you are. You're really going to do the things that you like to do, and it's not going to be very forced. There's a lot of enjoyment and a lot of fulfillment that you will be getting out of your daily routines, all right? Like, even if you're going to do the laundry, you'll turn on the music and you're just, like, you know, sing around and play with it and make the more, how to say, like, irritated task a little bit more joyful for yourself. Perhaps there's also going to be a lot of, what's it called? Just hold on. I'm getting a couple of messages here, actually. Now, let's say that the first message is that you will be enjoying working, all right? That's going to be one thing, because I can tell already, because you got the 1st house, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So people are really going to see you as someone that really enjoys doing what she's doing or doing what he is doing. And I do feel like for some of you, you're so overly going to be focused on your overall well-being that maybe some people will feel like you're only at service for yourself, right? Because the 6th house is all about service for others. But with the 9 of Cups, it's all about the self. So you're just going to put yourself on priority. This is your year where you are going to be feeling the most important on your priority list. All right. And even if you are dealing with multiple people, you're just going to be like, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not coming. And if I want to sit at home and just have a drink or a wine, or just have some chill out, that's what I'm going to do. You're not going to force yourself into doing or being someone else than you are, right? Like, that's the type of energy that I am picking up for you. It could be definitely indicating that you may need to take it a little bit slow if you are drinking heavily with the Nine of Cups, because it could be affecting your overall well-being. But I'm sure that you do exactly know how to balance that out, because I don't have any other energy that could indicate that you are not smart enough to make the right decisions. All right, because you got the Queen of Swords in your second house. Now, the second house also rules all about luxury, all right? Like eating, like eating a health, like not healthy, but eating a lot, like luxurious food and going out to restaurants and all of that, and being all about like the fancy type of thing. And with the Queen of Swords, it's not like you are all about that fancy type. So you know how to use your smart brain to make the right decisions, right? So now the most heaviest one, and this is also the major arcana. You got two major arcanas, which is the Hangman and which is the Death card. And this is Scorpio energy. So for some of you, you might be ending a relationship with a Scorpio, or was a very intense energy as well, right? Like this was some energy that you were connecting to. This was definitely a deep connection that was having a lot of ups and downs, a lot of intense love, and also intense arguments or intense fights even. So there's a lot of Mars energy that's playing around within your relationships. Even if you are single, it could indicate that the Mars energy that comes through with Scorpio here is saying that there is a lot of conflict, or there are opposite energies that are going to be a little bit conflicting, so that both of you or you yourself can grow out of this. All right, Scorpio energy comes with a lot of renewal, but it does come after a period of going through a lot of stress. So it's all about distressing, actually, if that's a word. I'm so good at just making up words, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, some type of relationships will be coming to an end, and so will there also be new beginnings. So it's not like, okay, you're going to be all alone and all left, with no connections. No, it's all about like a deep transformation. And some of these connections will be making it to the next level, and things would actually grow into something that it was not in the past. So it could definitely go either way. So it's like a friendship ends, but then it grows into a relationship, or a marriage ends and you get a good friend out of that relationship. So, there's a lot of changes where you can't go back anymore. It's like a new chapter for whomever you are dealing. All right. So this is a very interesting one. So definitely in your house of relationships, expect a huge transformation, a lot of change. All right. So in your 8th house, coming to Scorpio energy, which is all about intimacy, it's all about the excitement, but also intensity, right? It's the house that really goes through transformations. And you have the Page of Wands here. Now, the Page of Wands is all about excitement, new beginnings, messages. It's all about like going after the thrill of life. So some of you may be feeling very fast connections and go really after the thrill, have a lot of flings going on. So be mindful of that, because it is indicating that you will be flirting a lot, perhaps even on a text. Like there will be a lot of flirtatious energy going back and forth, which could indicate that you could be getting a little bit obsessive because it's so exciting, and there is also a little bit of shyness of how to bring things to a next level, because this is going to be a new connection. But the moment that you will speak with this individual, it will go into a very deep sexual messaging, and that could be scaring you or the other person off, but you will be very much in alignment with that. All right, so this is definitely saying that you need to keep your mind open, like keep an open mind when it comes to this connection, even if it starts with a lot of deep, passionate communication, and it's kind of like, oh, whoa, where we're going with this one. It does have like a good twist to it. All right, that's what I feel, like a good twist to it. Now, within your ninth house of Sagittarius, which is all about higher learning, it's all about travel, it's all about your own philosophy, and having like a very open-minded outlook on life, right? And we have the Hangman. So for some of you, travel could be a little bit delayed, or there could be some travel plans that will be delayed in the year of 2022. You may be, this does feel like going into quarantine once you are on travel, or you go to your destination and you have to be in quarantine for some reason, or you, okay, just putting it out there. I know that we don't want to hear that, okay? I know it. I get it. You're clicking off right now. But hey, if it's the message, is the message. And for others of you, with this Hangman, I do feel like you're going to be changing some type of perception when it comes to your own spirituality. You're going to see things different. You're going to take a huge step backwards and really analyze a lot of things, really make sure that a lot of things fall in place. I'm also hearing Spirit say that trust in the divine timing, especially if you are traveling. If your gut, because Pisces energy here, Hangman, is all about your feelings and your gut feelings and intuition, is warning you for something, listen to it. All right. If you get the feeling that you need to cancel something, then maybe cancel it. I'm just saying, okay, it's not going to be for everyone, but especially if you would come there and you would have to go into quarantine and you only have like a week there and you can't get out or something, it's not going to be worth it. But you will make the smart decisions once the situation arrives for you, all right? And I'm not trying to, put a bumper on anything here. Absolutely not. I'm just saying, like, there is something that you may need to think about before you want to get stuck when it comes to traveling. And I am a Sagittarius, so I would always like cheer up, like go, go, go. But yeah, there might be one particular situation where you just really need to listen to your intuition and to your gut, and not go if you feel like you shouldn't. And that's what I have. So don't hate me for it, okay? I don't like always to be the messenger. It's not always a nice thing, but hey. All right, within your 10th house of Capricorn, all about your reputation, your career, your achievements, your responsibilities, and any type of competition when it comes to your career, you have the 7 of Wands. So I feel like this is going to be a year where you have to defend what you have built up for yourself so far. All right, this is you really not taking anyone's shit anymore. All right, like if people are trying to dump something on you or dump some type of, how do I say that, like a project on you that is not in your lane, you're just going to be like, no, that's not going to happen. You are going to be focusing a lot on building boundaries for yourself. Like if it's too draining for you, if it takes too much energy from you, if it's just not in alignment with who you are, you're just going to be saying no to it. So maybe if you are in a field where you get a lot of surges coming, like, how do I say it? Like a lot of people asking your attention or wanting something from you, and you have not been, having your boundaries up, this could be a year where you do need to be able and learn to say no. And I feel like with the 2nd house and Queen of Swords, you're going to know exactly what will bring you worth of value. Okay, it's all about worth of value for you. My gosh, I cannot pronounce worth of value for you. Okay, meaning that if you are dealing with any type of sponsorships, or you're dealing with any type of requests, or any type of big projects, but you see that one project is not going to give you the financial fulfillment in the long run, you're going to be acting smart with it. And I'm not saying that you need to go with what the money brings, but if it's going to take too much energy and you don't have a lot of time, then it might not be the right case for you to take it, right? So learn to say no, learn to have your boundaries up, and learn to, I feel like there is a lot of defensiveness here coming through as well within the 10th house. So there is a lot of struggle and challenge, but you will be always winning, all right? Because the Seven of Wands always has like the, how do I say that? Like the advantage over the disadvantage. So it's going to be a little bit troublesome, perhaps, but I do see you standing really strong and knowing exactly who you are and what you're made of. And it's like people cannot really change you, is what I'm picking up on as well. So I don't know how that is going to be applying for some of you. And maybe Spirit is saying, like, do not change the way that you're doing right now, even though you get a lot of critics with the Seven of Wands. You know, don't listen to it. You got the advantage over the disadvantage anyway. All right, so we've got the 11th house, Aquarius energy, which is all about your friends group, your social environment, the future, for many of us, and it's all about the way that you will be dealing with humans overall. But we got the Four of Cups, so it does get me the feeling that you are not always surrounded with a lot of good friends, all right, or you're missing them. There could be a feeling of missing your best friend or good friends around you, feeling like each time you want to meet each other, there is like someone that just calls it off, or you can't make it, they can't make it. So there is some type of boredom. As I mentioned before as well, this boredom could stem from the fact that you can participate on like classes or workshops or hobby events, like going on to events, and you feel a little bit like in the bums about it, like you do want to have more people in your surroundings than you have already. Some of you are definitely missing a soul tribe, is what I'm picking up on. Like you would want to have a more deep connected soul family or soul tribe, group of people that you really feel comfortable. And at this point, you may not feel like you have that already. So for you, the task to get out of that shell, because the Four of Cups is sometimes also like self-imposed, right? Because they always have a opportunity, but because they have been in that slumber for way too long, they're just not taking the chances that there are there. All right, so this might be a task for you to still get out there, even if you feel like those are not truly your people, but you will definitely learn something valuable from those people as well. All right. And like I said in the beginning of the video, but there is some type of pessimism when it comes to the future. So that might be something that you may need to heal, because it is something emotionally, because you can do a lot of things even if things are not really looking all that bright. But there is definitely a lot of emotional growth and expansion that is required when it comes to your outlook towards the future. Okay. Last but not least, we've got a Pisces energy, 12th house, and we got the Queen of Cups. So there could be definitely a Piscean that comes into your life that is going to be a good friend, is what I want to tell you. This is someone that is very emotional, very spiritual, very loving, kind, generous, and giving. And I feel like this individual is definitely going to solve a lot, is what I'm picking up. This could be someone that you already know, but it could also be a brand new individual, someone that is very serene, very calm, very nurturing as an individual that might be coming in, that you're going to share a lot of love with. All right, for others of you, if this is your own energy, Gemini, I like this energy a lot. This means that emotionally and intuitively you're going to be quite on point with your spirit guides, because the 12th house is all about the connection to the spirit world. It's all about like the unseen. It's all about your karma or your subconscious mind. And with the Queen of Cups, it tells me that you're going to be quite aware of all of this. All right, you're going to be quite aware of your depth, karmic depth, how you need to solve it, how you need to work with your emotions, how you need to tap into your own body, tap into your own frequency, all right, and how to heal yourself. This is all about healing, right? So you're going to be either healing yourself or you're going to be healing someone, and you could be doing this in twofold, okay, like with someone else, all right? There could be some type of healing energy that you will be sending out to people, and that's going to be very, very successful, okay? So yeah, I like that one. I like that one. Let's pull a overall oracle card for you from the Lightworkers. Breath of the cosmos, my will to my tie, micromanaging the universe. A lot of manifestation energy coming through. So you, like I said, getting in alignment with this Queen of Cups energy, connecting to your spirit, connecting to the universe, and really attracting all that you need. You have all the power and control in yourself to do so. Star family, look at that. We have the star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Like I said with the Four of Cups, if you feel like you're not having the support, reach out, talk to people, all right? Like take some steps on your own, because you do have a soul family that wants to come in, but you do need to pray for it, ask for it, you know, attract them to you. Really be focused intentionally on drawing that star family to you, okay? You've got portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, and a wild card. Like I said, new doors are opening. Some are closing, yes, true, but others are opening, and you are entering a huge portal in your life in 2022. It is definitely a portal year, so that means that you can manifest what you want to manifest if you have the ability to let go of the things or those that do not serve you well. All right, so it's going to be a very exciting year for you. I like the fact that you got the wild card coming through. Like, how wild is that? Like, that means that you have like the Joker card. Like you got the thing, you got the you know what I mean? Like, you can play your wild card on any of those houses that you want to see blossoming. I seriously love that. I do. Anyway, my dear Gemini, I really do hope that this was a clear reading for you. And if it was, do press the like button so I know that you would want to have this one in a couple of months as well. Let me know how you feel about the spread, and if this was informative to you. I will be exploring more, and we will go a little bit more in depth within the 12 houses in the extended, so make sure to check that one out as well. And I'm sending you much love and much light and prosperity and love in the year of 2022. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.